us to the last Sunday of 2017. I shouldn't have to pump you up.
Call her mom, but you all know her name is Nina Alexander Mighty.
I'm going to explain the Kwanzaa table for you today. Usually there are 7 things that you should always have on your Kwanzaa table, okay? And that would be the Macaca. The Macaca is the straw mat. It represents the foundation. It represents the land of Africa. So all of your items are placed on the Macaca. It is the foundation from which this holiday is given. And I'll give an explanation about the holiday as well, okay? The second thing that you should always have on your Kwanzaa table is the Canara. The Canara represents the Africans who were born on the continent. And that's the reason why the Mishima Sabha stands on them. Again, that African proverb, if we are standing tall, it is only because we stand on the shoulders of those Africans who have come before us. The Canara represents the continental Africans, okay? The Mishima Sabha, or the 7 candles of blackness, and they represent the Nguza Saba. And we have 3 red candles, 1 black candle, and 3 green. So when you set up your Kwanzaa table, the red candles go on the left, the black is always in the center, and the green on the right side. The red represents the blood that was shed by so many millions of those Africans who fought for liberation, who fought for unification. And so we honor that. And it also represents the blood that unites all of us as an African people, no matter where we come from in the diaspora. The black candle represents the people. That is who we are. The green represents the land of Africa, hope, prosperity. Okay. The Kikombe Cha Umoja, or the Unity Cup. This was used for more than one purpose. The first is to pour tambiko, which is the libation, okay? And the second, when my children were small, what we would do is every night of Kwanzaa, we would fill this up with juice. And then we would pass this cup around, keeping unity in the family. And it used to be years ago, I remember my very first Kwanzaa ceremony, I won't say how long ago that was, but they also passed around a large unity cup and to everyone who participated in that celebration. But we don't really do that anymore. But it's used in the family, we still pass it around for unity, to keep us united. Vembuzi or Muhindi, okay, is the ears of corn, and it represents the watoto, or the children in the family. At home, I have 4 ears of corn on my Kwanzaa table. If you have no children, you will always use a fresh ear of corn. The fresh ear of corn represents hope, that you will have children, okay? But this represents the stalk of the family, or the man of the household, the children. Mazao, the fruits of the harvest. Kwanzaa comes from the phrase matunda ya Kwanzaa, okay? And basically what that means is harvest of the first fruits. So here we have the mazao, and it also represents our prosperity that we have during the year. Okay. We also have zawadi, or the gifts. And zawadi is always given on the last day of Kwanzaa, which is Imani, and they're only given to children, and they should always be based on merit. But, you know, your children do, you know, their chores, they do their homework, they're doing well in school. You know, this is the contingency for the gifts, and they should always be something educational. My children were something else. They got handmade gifts, and they got books, and yeah, they'll tell you about all that, Pastor Maria. Lots of handmade things. The elephant represents strength and power. The shells represent, again, in the tradition of the Igbo people of Nigeria, that water brought us here, water will bring us back home. I just brought small shells today, but at home I have a huge shell. It's getting too old to do all the traveling. Bandera ya Taifa, the Black Unity flag, given to us by the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey in 1920. He gave us this flag because he said, show me a people or a nation that has no flag, and I will show you a people who have no pride. And there was a song that came out in the early 1900s. It was a very racist song. And it really infuriated Marcus Messiah Garvey. And so he commissioned to have a flag, or the Pan-African Liberation Flag. Again, the same colors as Kwanzaa, the red, black, and green. Okay? And those are the 7 things that you should have on your table. Of course, my Kwanzaa table is full. But Kwanzaa was started in 1966 by Maulana Ron Karenga in California. And he started this holiday because he really wanted to bring back a sense of linkage to Africa, to the United States. When you look at Africa, you see that ingathering every year of villages coming together, united as one. You know, they all, each community, each family, they would participate, they would bring their fruits, their best crops, food, and it was a huge sharing, a celebration. And he wanted to bring that back to the United States. And so again, it's based on the phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which basically means harvest of the first fruits. He added the extra A because of the Mishima Sabha, or the 7 principles of blackness, okay, which you guys will get soon, okay? Anyway, I'm sorry if I seem a little bit distracted, but yeah. So he really just wanted to bring this unitedness back to people in the United States. And he chose the language of Kiswahili because it's one of the easiest African languages to learn. We don't have to worry about the language or the dialect within the main language. It's very easy. The words are easy to pronounce. What you see is really how you pronounce each word. So this is the reason why he chose the language of Kiswahili. Okay, and here is your Kwanzaa table.